Can I use the website?
Okay. We feel that Senator McGovern's position to legalize marijuana and his call for total amnesty for the draft dodgers in Canada both show that his middle-class waspish thinking, because to his way of thinking, the marijuana users are the college kids who are in the dorms, but to the people in the ghettos and in the barrios, the marijuana is not just a novelty, it's a way of life, and we have the pusher waiting next door to turn them on to something else. And we feel that any president, any man who's running for president who would call for such a legalization does not really know what he's talking about.
All right, Mr. Armendariz.
Yes, as past supporters of Senator Muskie, we've gathered to endorse Senator Humphrey because we feel that to some people he means old politics, but to the Chicano community he means the politics of Medicare, Social Security legislation, Job Corps, Head Start programs, the kind that the Chicanos need. We do not endorse Senator McGovern because we feel that his welfare program is not what the Chicano community needs, it's not to the benefit of the Chicanos. Because they could not afford to go there. They had responsibilities, and that this shows the total amnesty goes to the detriment of the Chicano and the black who went to Vietnam against their will, but had to do it because there was no other choice for them. We feel that if his mentality and his way of thinking is so narrow that we cannot really support him for such a presidency, for such an office like this.
Just how important is your endorsement? What can you deliver in the way of votes?
Doris, do you feel that Senator Humphrey's qualifications are as good or better than Muskie's, or are you just taking the lesser of the two evils that are left?
No, I think it was very, very difficult for all of us who supported Senator Muskie to make a decision. And what we had to consider both sides, and we felt that Senator Humphrey best represents what Senator Muskie has stood for. And he has, well, of course, wider experience, 30 years of public service in the Senate as a leader, as vice president. And because of this experience and background, we've endorsed him.
And I assume that you feel it is true that Senator Muskie has no chance of getting the nomination now.
It would be very difficult for him, especially in regards to the delegate votes that are now mounting. It's very difficult.
But Muskie says that
How would you assess or appraise Mr. Humphrey's possibilities against Mr. Nixon?
Nixon's a very shrewd politician. He pulls out every trick in the book to win. It'll be a difficult thing to do, but I think that the nation is now getting more united, and they will feel that Nixon has betrayed us by not really completing this war as he had promised back in 1968. This is, I think, a drawback in Richard Nixon's campaign. He's made many promises, but the most important promise, the reason he was elected then, he did not follow through on, did not fulfill. And I think the people are ready to have somebody who they can depend on, who by his past performance has produced. And I think Senator Humphrey will be the person.
Dick, in the Mexican community,